Hello everyone. So we were on laws of motion. We know that we have understood what is motion. When a body changes its position from one place to another, it is doing a motion. Now we have understand this also, that there are certain rules or laws that motion follows when an object is doing motion in a straight line. When an object is moving in a straight line, what will happen? It follows or some laws that are known as laws of motion. Now we have already studied about first law of motion. You remember what is first law of motion? First law of motion is that an object remains in a state of rest or of uniform motion in a straight line unless compelled to change that state by an applied force. That is, any object which is in rest will remain in rest, or if an object is in motion, it will remain in motion until or unless an external force is applied on it. ठीक है, आपको ये समझ में आ गया होगा बेटा. फर्स्ट लॉ ऑफ मोशन सिंपली क्या कहता था? ऑब्जेक्ट अपनी स्टेट को ही ऑक्यूपाई करे रहेगा अनटिल और अनलेस कोई एक्सटर्नल फोर्स उस पर नहीं अप्लाई होता है तब तक. यू ऑल्सो नो अबाउट द प्रॉपर्टी ऑफ इनर्शिया. रिमेंबर, I have also told you about that the first law of motion is known as law of inertia. Remember inertia? What is the inertia? Is the inherent property of any object which help it out, or which makes it in the same state of rest or motion. Inertia, for example, inertia of rest means if an object is in rest, it will remain in rest until or unless any external force is applied on it. Similarly, an object which is in motion, the inherent property of the object will be it remains in motion. When you applied some external force, it opposes that external force and it wants to remain in motion. So we have understood the first law of motion. Now in this class we are going to understood what is second law of motion. Actually students, second law of motion is related to that external force that is applied on the object. You can see on your screen the column of 9.4 second law of motion. You can understand it from the same article which is given into the book. The first law of motion indicates that when an unbalanced external force acts on an object, its velocity changes. That is, the object gets some acceleration. See, when an object is moving with some speed and you suddenly give some external force over it, the velocity of the object will change. Either it can increase or it can decrease. Similarly, what will happen to the acceleration of the object? The object's acceleration will change. Now since you know that speed or velocity changes, you know the formula of acceleration: a equals to v2 minus v1 upon time. So when velocity changes, acceleration of the body will change. Now you have seen various things. For example, during the game of table tennis, if the ball hits a player, it does not hurt him. On the other hand, when a fast moving cricket ball hits a spectator, it may hurt him. Why? Because the change in velocity. Acceleration changes very fast. When you apply a force from a hard bat, the velocity of the ball changes very quickly and it may hurt the spectator. While similarly for the ball made of that fiber or something in tennis, that it may not hurt this much because the velocity change may not this much as compared to the cricket ball. A truck at rest does not require any attention when parked along a roadside, but a moving truck, even at speeds as low as 5 meters per second, may kill a person standing in its path. You remember that if a heavy object is moving with a little velocity also, it may hurt or cause death to any person which is in the path, while if it is standing roadside, it may not hurt because the velocity is zero there. So from above all things, we have understood about one property which is known as momentum. Now you can see on the screen what is momentum. The momentum which is denoted by small p of an object is defined as the product of its mass and velocity. That is, momentum of an object is written by p equals to small m into velocity. Now we will not now talk about the mass of the body or velocity of the body. अब हम लोग mass या velocity के बारे में बात नहीं करेंगे. We will talk about directly momentum. And what is momentum? Momentum is equals to m into v. One more thing, momentum is a vector quantity. So before studying the second law of motion, we have to understand this property which is known as momentum. हमें second law पढ़ने से पहले momentum को समझना है. So you will understand that momentum is nothing but it is the product of any object's mass and its velocity at any given time. किसी भी ऑब्जेक्ट का क्या मास है उसमें अगर उसकी वेलोसिटी से आप मल्टीप्लाई कर दोगे तो जो आपको नंबर मिलेगा दैट नंबर इज नोन एज मोमेंटम. नाउ मोमेंटम इज अ वेक्टर क्वांटिटी. मोमेंटम हैज़ बोथ डायरेक्शन एज वेल एज मैग्नीट्यूड. You remember what are scalar quantities and vector quantities? You remember, right? Scalar quantities are those quantities which are having only magnitude, while vector quantities are the quantities which are having both magnitude as well as direction. So p is a vector quantity. It is a vector quantity because it is a multiplication of scalar. Mass is scalar while velocity is vector. सो अगर आप किसी स्केलर क्वांटिटी को वेक्टर क्वांटिटी से मल्टीप्लाई करते हो तो जो उसका रिजल्ट आता है दैट इज़ ऑल्सो अ वेक्टर क्वांटिटी. सो मोमेंटम बिकम अ वेक्टर क्वांटिटी एंड इट्स डायरेक्शन इज द सेम एज दैट ऑफ द वेलोसिटी. जो भी ऑब्जेक्ट की वेलोसिटी का डायरेक्शन होगा मोमेंटम का डायरेक्शन भी वही होगा. ठीक है. द SI यूनिट ऑफ मोमेंटम इज किलोग्राम meter per second. You know the SI unit of mass. SI unit of mass is kilogram and you know the SI unit of velocity which is meter per second. So you know that momentum is equals to mass into velocity. आप दोनों की यूनिट को मल्टीप्लाई कर दोगे तो you will get the unit of momentum that is kilogram meter per second. Okay class? Now one more thing you can see that after applying some unbalanced force, you remember that there are two kind of forces, balanced and unbalanced force. Balanced force are those forces which does not change the state of the object. When you apply these kind of forces, the state of the object will not change, while when you apply unbalanced forces, it will change the state of the motion. Now you know this. Since the application of an unbalanced force brings a change in the velocity of the object, it is therefore clear that a force also produces change of momentum. अगर कभी भी आप किसी भी ऑब्जेक्ट के ऊपर अनबैलेंस्ड फोर्स अप्लाई करते हैं तो व्हाट विल हैपन, इट्स वेलोसिटी विल चेंज. और जैसे ही वेलोसिटी चेंज होगी यू नो द फॉर्मूला ऑफ मोमेंटम p इक्वल्स टू m इंटू वी होता है. सिंस v इज चेंजिंग व्हाट विल हैपन टू द मोमेंटम, मोमेंटम विल ऑल्सो चेंज. सो यू हैव अंडरस्टूड व्हाट इज मोमेंटम.